All right, Hogan fans, let's do a little study here on the differences between the way Mr. Hogan showed releasing the golf club or squaring it up at the bottom of his swing versus how he actually did it. And the importance of this would be for those of you who are actually trying to replicate his golf swing. You could very much damage your potential to swing like him if you emulate what he showed. So, the screen on the right is the Coleman video. On the left, we'll get to shortly, is an actual swing in real speed. And what I want to look at first of all is the club face on the right is severely open to the point it's facing the sky, versus on the left you can see it's plainly pointed more towards the camera. But if we continue Mr. Hogan down, and again you can see the face is very open, still very open. Now he's going to start to kind of snap his wrist and square the face with what I would call a rolling release. Okay, so that is not what he did, and it's a little bit bizarre that he would demonstrate it that way. And now here's another clip from a clinic that he did, and we'll see the same movements. Okay, face is very, very open. And now this kind of pop of the wrist, you'll see it right here, just kind of a pop of the wrist. Right arm very straight already. And it looks very awkward for him to do that. Now we know from the clinic that he was talking about popping the wrist to help a golfer square the face, to not slice it. But the point of this is that if you were to study his swing based on these two clips and go, okay, I like the idea of swinging in slow motion, which we do, it's a very good idea. But if I get down towards release point and just do what he showed, I'm going to have a snap rollover release and hook it off the world. Okay, so what he did in reality on the left, as we mentioned, was let's let it play through here. So club face pointing somewhat at the camera, and now you can clearly see club face is pointed more towards the ball or the floor, and there's no stopping of any body parts independent of any other. And you can see the bent right arm there. And then if we go back real quick and look at the other view that we just kind of scroll through, we can see a lot of bend in the right wrist, very near impact, and no excessive face rolling through the ball, because that face angle here matches his spine. Okay, so again, just a point of something that I noticed that it's very interesting to study any film of his swing, but when we look at these two clips of him demonstrating from different times and different angles how he practiced, he did not flick his wrist at the bottom, he did not roll his right wrist over the other. He was very much a body-oriented pivot through the shot with a very, very stable club face.